Emily Spins It. I'm Emily, and today I have Eph See with me. Hi.
Hey.
So, Eph See, you are a Boston native, but you just moved to New York last year, right?
Yes, 6 months ago.
Happy 6-month anniversary.
Thank
Very
you.
exciting.
I did celebrate.
What made you want to move to New York?
Well, my best friend lives out here.
Okay.
I lived in Boston my whole life, and I feel like I needed a change.
Sure.
And I've loved this city since I was 14, and the first time I visited, and ever since, like, I was younger, if I wanted to run away somewhere and feel inspired, it was like a weekend in New York City. So
We get that. Neither of us are from here either. I'm from Jersey. She's from Florida.
Yeah.
So we
Makes
completely
sense.
understand.
Yeah.
So you, even though all of our guests are indie, you are independent in the sense that you not only aren't signed, but you don't have a manager. You're entirely self-reliant.
No. I wouldn't say entirely self-reliant.
Okay.
But I don't have anyone, like, managing my project right now.
Okay.
I do a lot of stuff myself still.
Okay. Yeah. What made you decide, like, that was what you wanted to do? Like, you weren't going to seek out management?
I mean, I think the industry can feel a little predatory.
Sure.
I feel like there's a history of that, and I just wanted to make sure I didn't sign anything that didn't feel 100% good.
Yeah.
Especially as, like, someone who's more femme and, like, a black artist as well. Like, if you look through history, the people who get screwed over the most is that. So
Yeah, that's totally fair.
I also didn't want anyone telling me what I can and cannot put out or how I can and cannot express myself.
Sure.
So the independent route kind of made the most room for that.
Well, Heather's in management, and she'll be the first to tell you don't get a manager until you absolutely need one.
Right.
And
Everyone says that.
We said this in an earlier episode too. I'm like, my biggest advice when people get managers too early, they like don't know the ins and outs of certain things, of even like, well, no, like the artist should be doing this type of thing, or like, I'm gonna sign something or I want to do something, and I'm like, well, you would have known that if like management didn't come in too early. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like until you can't handle it all yourself.
Absolutely.
Like,
It needs to be a scalable choice, not because it can be predatory. If you don't know what you're doing, or you don't know your brand, or you don't know who you are.
Yeah,
you don't want to have somebody else telling you. It's easier to come in with like being the full package and saying, no, you can help me. I don't need you to make me. Yeah.
There's that Ed Sheeran song.
Which one?
You need me, I don't need you.
Yeah, there you go.
I listen to that a lot sometimes.
There's an Ed Sheeran song where like, so there are a few.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
He does have a few.
Yeah.
Off his first album though, when he was just coming out.
Oh, sure,
He was scrappy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, those early tracks. You've also said you like to float between genres. You don't want to be tied down.
Yeah, I feel like especially as a songwriter, like I love being able to write in all different kinds of genres when I'm writing with and for other people. And I love all different kinds of music. Like I grew up listening to pretty much everything, and even now like I like some country as well, which I used to say I was staunchly against.
I'm recently going through that as well myself.
Casey Musgrave, she
Like,
got me!
Beyonce's doing it, I'm like...
Casey was the first, and then Muna had like a little touch of it a couple tracks ago, and then Beyonce sealed the deal. So now I'm like, I actually do like it. And then going back in some of the older tracks, like folky stuff too.
That's what I'm
sold.
Rediscovering it through too. Is I just went to Nashville and I went to the Country Music Hall of Fame. And there's so much overlap from early rock too. I'm like, we're all coming from like working class music, like to entertain ourselves.
I mean, I think I have one country-ish track on my mixtape.
Okay.
But, I love all different kinds of music. So when I write songs, it's like, how does the song want to come out? Like, how can I best portray the message? And if that's in a pop song, it's a pop song. If it's in a rock punk song, it's that way, or however she wants to come out.
Are there certain genres you feel like you gravitate towards when you write more than others, or not even?
I feel like when I'm co-writing, I love like a cunty pop song. Okay. It's just a bit more fun. Yeah. And I feel like with co-writes, I tend to be pretty precious about my own stuff. Okay. But when it's co-writes, like the whole point is that like it's not about me. Right. So I love writing with other pop artists because like melodies and like trying to say something in a clever way with pop music, I feel like I really love. With myself recently, it's been a lot of like grungy, punky rock, especially for like live shows. Yeah. And the project that I'm working on. I was just gonna
say that actually when we saw you at Sad Girls, I feel like it was a very punk show. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that now that you're saying that. Yeah, that people were like really like going for it in the audience.
I was so glad.
Yeah.
I love that when people release during my shows.
So you mentioned your mixtape, you had your debut EP in 2021, which was Girlhood, and then your mixtape in 2024, which was XOXOF.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. So how did those come to be?
Girlhood she turns 5 this year, by the way.
Wow.
I gotta do a little something.
Yeah, that's crazy. 2021 was 5 years ago.
October 29th, 2026, she will be 5 years old, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, for your debut, you've been around 5 years.
Longer than that. But with Girlhood, it came from me living alone for the first time.
Okay.
We were talking about quarantine before we started recording, but when I was still at Northeastern, I had my own studio apartment. I had like saved up to live in my own studio apartment. It was like right after lockdown restrictions like started to lift. But I still couldn't have anyone over. Right. So like it was truly my space. Yeah. No one's energy touched it but me. And I was 20 at the time, and it was my first time living on my own, having my own room.
It's pretty young to live on your own.
Yeah. And I like really flourished. Like I had the time to like figure out how to take care of myself, really. I was making art and doing a lot of soul searching, crying, unleashed my crying that I had to hold in when I didn't have really safe spaces to do so.
Yeah.
And because of that, because I've had all this time to like really look inward and unpack a lot of my adolescence, and was going through my own gender revolution because I was taking a women and gender studies course for the first time in college. Like, just all of that became Girlhood. But I really do think that isolated time alone was the catalyst for it.
And is that, like, your gender journey, why you put the asterisk in it?
Yes. Yeah. Because it was, like, girl, yes, but also, like...
With an asterisk.
Like, yes. Yeah. Being, like, a black femme specifically, like, some people would say it's, like, inherently non-binary because being a black femme... The ways that we show up in our girlhood or femininity is not in the definition of what it means to be girl or woman. All right. We're a little left of center just naturally, and started there, and then I realized I just didn't need all the pressure of what it means to be girl.
So you started playing guitar and songwriting in middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah. How has your process maybe changed or grown over the years?
I actually started I wrote a song recently, and I started approaching songwriting with myself like I do when I'm in co-writes. Because previously it was just like I would sit down with my guitar and just have my emotional rant, very teardrops on my guitar-esque songwriting.
Yeah.
But when I go into co-writes, like I very much have a conversation with like the producer and the artist and talk about what we're going through, and then naturally some sort of topic comes up. So I've started doing that with myself too, because my music is very like emotions based, and it very much feels like I'm taking whatever it is that I'm feeling or experiencing, especially if it's really intense, and trying to distill it into a song so that it doesn't live inside of me anymore.
Sure.
So yeah, I started doing that with myself, of like checking in, like, what's going on, babe? How are we feeling? Where am I feeling this in my body? How is that coming up? And what does that make me feel or want to say? Jotting those notes down. And then I get to the instrument and trying to like form it into a song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'd say that like co-writing has helped you flex a different muscle than when you were just alone.
Absolutely. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm like doing co-writes really for my own music, unless it's like a feature. Okay. But I would like to someday. But again, like I said earlier, I just tend to be a bit more precious about my stuff.
That makes sense. It's yours and
my baby.
Yeah, exactly. If you can shape it in your vision, why not?
But if other people trust me to step into their world, I want to also be able to trust other people to step into mine.
And you'll get there.
Thank you. I will someday.
So that's pretty young to start writing middle school. But were there any artists or specific songs that really impacted you as you were growing up?
Yeah, I love like Avril Lavigne and like the gritty pop songwriters. And then also like emo music, like My Chemical Romance really struck a chord with me when I was younger. My oldest sister and my youngest aunt would like burn CDs of music for me, so whatever they were listening to, I was just like absorbing so much of it. So my aunt loved My Chemical Romance and like Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, and then that led me into like Sleeping with Sirens and Paramore and Bring Me the Horizon, like all these more like heavier bands. Yeah. And then my sister loved like 2010s indie, like Matt and Kim and Tegan and Sarah. Sure. And like early Janelle Monáe and Santigold. Like it really went all over the place. Yeah. So it's hard for me to pick like a favorite because I just was so voracious in my music listening.
No, it's also fair, like to be presented, like you said, to even be presented some of them, and then for you to then go on and find more of their peers. Yeah, it's that's a good practice.
I feel like I was a little crate digger as a kid.
Loved it. Fall Out Boy, that like era of pop punk was also like my era, so I love that.
Held me down. Yeah, and I had that in high school. Mm-hmm. Perfect timing.
Exactly.
To be awkward and emo.
I agree. That's when you should. I mean, emo's not a phase, but that's when you should.
It's forever.
It's forever. Yeah. That is when you should first experience it. So, what's the first show you attended?
Ooh, first show. I think it was a free Panic at the Disco show. Actually,
nice. Okay.
Yeah. Free. Yes, I saw them for free 3 times.
That's crazy. I've seen them maybe 3 times, but I paid each time.
They used to do Boston City Hall Plaza used to throw so many free concerts. Okay. Wow. So I saw Panic at the Disco for free a few times. There was this, I think, Danish band that I really loved called New Politics.
Oh, I've seen them too.
I saw them 4 times, but only I think twice for free. Mm-hmm. Paris with a V.
With the V?
Yes. I saw them for free at City Hall. Yeah. So yeah, like
that's a great program.
Music programming is so important. But
also like a great program for like your citizens. I love that.
Absolutely.
That they did that for you
more
guys.
People, and they were obviously getting paid because budgets, but yeah, making music more accessible. I will always be a proponent for that.
Especially now, like with how expensive with the monopoly with like Ticketmaster, and then we were talking earlier about how artists have had to start canceling shows because no one can afford to go.
It's so sad. Yeah.
If you guys just scaled and had accessible, it would be.
And a lot of the shows that I went to growing up were like indie punk shows with like small bands at like Brighton Music Hall, and tickets would be, I mean, I was a high schooler, like I didn't really have my own money. Yeah. So, but tickets were like $12, $15, maybe $20 if they were bigger. And I found some of my favorite music, got inspired in my performance, and also met community. Like some of my like closest friends were people that I just met in line waiting for concerts. So
no way.
Yeah, so it's important. Like we really can't afford to lose out on live music.
No, I agree.
Well, I remember I saw in 2014, this is like a side note, but I remember I saw Miley Cyrus for the Bangers tour, front row, for like $180, and $180 now, I would be thrilled to get like
nosebleeds.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. What is the first show you ever performed?
My first show as Eph See was with it was at Northeastern, college show, Tastemakers Magazine. Oh. They did this thing called Tastemakers Presents, which was something. It was like a show that they would put on for their photographers to get good at concert photography. So I got to play.
So clever.
Yes, yeah. So they got a bunch of like acts from Northeastern to perform a show, and that was, I think, my first show as Eph See.
Cool. Yeah. That's such an interesting, like, kind of safe way to start too, because like everyone's just kind of figuring it out.
Yeah. I will credit like the DIY like student-run clubs at Northeastern that are music affiliated, did a really great job at just giving me and all the like local talent there the chance to practice like being a performer. They just do such good work. Like Live Music Association, Green Line Records, Tastemakers Magazine, Cup. Yeah.
Well, I know Boston isn't necessarily like known as one of the music cities, but it sounds like they must have a pretty strong like indie scene going on.
This is something, if I can leave, I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this. If I can leave the audience with anything, is do not sleep on Boston. I know I moved away, but it's just everyone needs to move out of their hometown at some point. But the DIY scene, there's something cooking. It's not just in like bands. It's the DJ scene, like the Black Femme DJs, Club Indigo, like all these people who are making this incredibly rich music scene in Boston. It's just the city has yet to catch up infrastructure wise. Like if Boston had New York's infrastructure in terms of music, I mean they're building it, and I'm thrilled. Like, just trust, like something. It's like a geyser waiting to pop over.
I do think as a city, Boston is a very scrappy, like work ethic. Like they're gonna make it happen. Yeah.
Some really cool people come out of Boston.
Yeah,
I mean,
like you. That's right.
Yeah. Just wait. Donna Summer's from Boston. She's from Dorchester, my town.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And you know who else is?
Who?
Io Edebiri. We went to the same enrichment program.
Ireland's own?
Ireland's own Io Edebiri. She made a pit stop in Dorchester.
That's great.
Yeah. I'm telling you, something is in Boston/Dorchester's water.
Well, that's great.
I drank it.
And here we are. That's awesome. So then you'd say, like, because my next question is usually who gave you your first break, but it sounds like the community in Northeastern and in Boston was really just advocating for each other.
Definitely, like, being a part of the music industry program at Northeastern really helped. ICA gave me my first, like, check of a show. It was 2 sets around sunset on the water. It was beautiful. I was very excited. A lot of my friends came, and I also met one of my super close friends now, Tiajmal, at that show. And yeah, it was great. I played with like 2 of my classmates from Northeastern. Yeah, I remember doing that show and thinking like, oh shoot, like this is real. Yeah.
So the next question I ask also is, when did you decide music was your path? Was it like around then, or did you already know?
I mean, I think ever since I was a youngin', like I wanted to be a performer. Like I did music all throughout school. I also did acting and dance, and those are still like very close loves of mine. But I think it was around high school. I mean, you start getting those conversations about like what do you want to do for school, like where you want to go to college, and like I was a big science kid, so at first I thought I was just gonna be, I wanted to be a marine biologist. I was watching Grey's Anatomy, and I wanted to be a pediatric trauma surgeon. Like
I was pre-med for 2 years because I watched too much Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, binge that.
Yeah.
So
time comes for us all. I was originally a math major, so
you know, and then I think it just kind of dawned on me when I was around like 14 or 15 and really was getting into like songwriting and how cathartic it felt for me, that there is nothing in the world that would make me happier than being able to live a creative life where I get to make my music and have my music in movies and television and be in movies and TV shows and be around creative people and tell stories about people like me because I didn't have many of them growing up. Like that just fills the heart. Thank God I don't have a mic.
That's what sealed the deal for you. Yeah. I love, that's really like nice, and just you want to be like a voice.
Yeah. I want to do many things in life. You know, there's still time to be a marine biologist.
Yes, you can always go back to school. Yeah.
I would love to go to grad school, but my favorite professor was like, live your life first. Like academia will be there.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really special.
Yeah. Or you can be like Emily and get a double master's.
Yeah, that was an accident.
I want to get a PhD, but I'm crazy because I also love to teach. Guys, I'm like, am I gonna have enough time to do it all? I'm determined.
You have time. Yeah.
I'm so young. I'm 25.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Bitch, please.
25.
You got so much time.
I got time.
You didn't bring any songs for us today, which is okay. But what projects are you currently working on?
I'm working on an album.
Exactly. That's why we're cool with it.
Yes.
You gotta work on an album.
A bunch of them very soon.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm working on an album. It's called, and this is an exclusive, like you heard it here first. No one knows this yet. It's called Lua, because I am deeply inspired by the moon, and I'm a witchy girl. So all things esoteric very much inspired this album. I also feel like it happened over a series of phases in my life, kind of like the moon, and death and rebirth and being emptied and filled again, just like the moon does every month or so. So yeah, Lua just felt right, and it's moon in Portuguese, which is the language that my family speaks.
And you have a Kickstarter for it?
I have a GoFundMe.
Okay, sorry.
Because making music, unfortunately, is pretty expensive. And I want to do it justice. It's my debut album. Yeah. I have the world built. I have the songs written, and mostly some of them are recorded, but I want to give you visuals and to tour it and to really tell the story in the potent way that I feel it. So if you would like to help me make that happen, then these lovely humans will direct you to that link.
We'll put the link in our description, yeah, for sure.
I say this all the time, though. I'm like, unless you have a trust fund or rich parents, or I've also seen random people that are like, oh, I work in finance, or I'm making 6 figures, and this is like a side thing. Like, I don't know how anybody affords
anything
to do this. Yeah. Like, but then even that takes so much time and whatever. I'm like, I don't know how anyone does anything. I'm like, I have no money to barely go to fucking dinner and drinks with my friends, let alone do. I'm like,
a creative project.
I have so much respect.
Thank you.
I think that's so amazing, and I'm like,
yeah, I do too. I'm serious.
So
we're gonna put it in the description because
so
might as well. Yeah.
Artists too, though. I'm like, I don't even the artists that I work with. I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Like,
it's a lot of saving up, and every project that I've done so far has been paid for entirely out of pocket, or has been made with friends who we just have like a nice little down the middle split for royalties and everything. And also fingers crossed, grants coming through, pray for me. But I'm like, I just need like some angel investor to just give me a bunch of money because they want to, like, kings used to be patrons of art. Like,
I am so glad you said that, because art has always been subsidized by rich people.
Thank you.
Like
maybe they had to like paint them like Jesus, but
then they got to go home and paint whatever they wanted because they were taken care of.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if there are any people who are patrons of the art,
feeling generous,
that would like to help me release a generational album about death and rebirth, and it's blue and it's emotional, and it's some of my favorite music that I've ever written. And I think if there are people out there who need to hear it to feel less alone about what they're going through, and I just want to be a part of making that happen. So
there you go.
Open your purse.
All you rich folk.
All you rich folk that want to ease their conscience and pay for a queer black femme to make their album. Front to the front.
Link in the description.
Yes, link in bio.
So where do you draw inspiration from? Like, are there artists that inspire you, like either musical or visual or whatever, or like things about, like you said, the moon?
There are, like, even in the album, there are some references to like the tarot and to my spiritual practice. I think is very intertwined with music making. I think of music making as like alchemy in its own way.
That's actually a very good point. You're making something out of air.
Also, just thinking about, like, I'm so impressed with anyone who is an artist and like is able to take these like fever dreams basically and channel them and ground them into the 3D physical plane. Like, that is how serious creativity is to me. Yeah, so like I take inspiration from my emotions and my heart space a lot. I feel like for me, starting out with music, it was very much like a life-saving kind of thing. It's like, I'm such a deep feeler and have struggled with anxiety and depression and needed some way to understand what was going on internally, especially when I didn't have like the support or people who knew kind of what I was going through around me.
The resources that you needed.
Yeah. I'm in therapy now, which is great. And I think it's also helped my songwriting even more because I have more tools to be like, okay, let me lift that rock. What's going on under there? What am I actually feeling? And then, you know, being able to channel that in a safe way. So I'm not like dumping it on other people or reacting in a way that's harmful. Like I can make my little songs.
Yeah, you can channel it properly.
Yeah, I can go rip a punk set on stage instead of breaking things or people's faces. Yeah. You know, I can go on stage and do that. And also in doing that, the whole room of people can also like primal scream with me. And then everyone leaves feeling a bit better, you know?
Yeah.
I'm making the world a safer place by dealing with my own shit. Yeah.
Come get therapy at FC.
At FC show. May 20th, actually. Oh, this will be past that, but...
It's the day of. It's coming out on the day of your show, I know.
Yeah.
If you're hearing this in the morning and you have nothing to do tonight, FC has a show.
Come to the show!
Where is it?
It's at Main Drag. It's my first headlining show in New York City as well. I believe doors are at 7:00. So you got time.
Yeah, if it's early in the morning because this comes out at 5 a.m. So there's 14 hours for you.
Run, don't
know about it. All right, so you had a big win recently with a sync placement in the Malcolm in the Middle reboot.
Oh, you heard about that?
Oh, I heard about that. So what was that process like? How'd that happen?
Oh, that was very much like who you know. Yeah. So I teach music, songwriting at different camps across the U.S. One's in L.A., one is in like Western Mass. The one in Western Mass is called Summer Stars. Amazing program.
Yeah, so I think I've heard of that one actually. Yeah.
Period. It's for young kids from New York, Jersey, and Boston. Okay. I was a camper there when I was in like a young high schooler, and it was one of the places that I learned how to really, again, perform, and was for the first time surrounded by kids who are also as passionate about music and the performing arts as I was, and I didn't feel like such a geek because everyone else was also such a geek about the arts. So I and now a teacher there. So it's
love that.
I've known for like 10 years now. But I teach with a woman named Lisa Pimentel, who also is in a really cool band called Drama Dolls, and she is in that band with someone who works on the show, both the original Malcolm in the Middle show and the Malcolm in the Middle reboot. Her name is Tracy Boomer, I believe. Super cool lady. And she and I met a few summers ago at Summer Stars. We hit it off. Like, I love their music. She loves my music. And she texted me last summer or 2 summers ago and was like, hey, like, what's your music under? And I was like, Eph See. And she was like, are you label affiliated? Like, do you own all your stuff? And I was like, yeah, I do. She's like, where can I find it? I was like, anywhere. And then next thing I know, a few months later, I get a text from Lisa, and she's like, so they want to use your song Pink in the Malcolm in the Middle reboot. Oh my God. So yeah, it was very much like I met cool people, and first impressions, like you just are a kind person. People remember how you make them feel. And then next thing you know, when decisions are being made in rooms that you're not in, your name comes up. Yeah. So
it comes up favorably.
Yeah. It was really awesome. Exciting. And I love the show too. Yeah. Yeah. First sync placement in a show that, like, I mean, I'm a middle child genius. Yeah. I'll say it. So I was like, perfect. And it was also
such an iconic TV show.
Pretty progressive for the time it was in. Like, so
I haven't seen the reboot yet, but I loved the original, so I really do want to.
Yes. Yeah. I binged it. Yeah. One, because I was like, I want to get to my song, but also I just loved the plot line and everything. Yeah. So yeah.
And I love the parents. They're just like, they're so fun.
No, like, I need that. Yeah. Need that.
Yeah. They like love
need
each other.
Need that Hal and Lois pack. Yeah. Expeditiously. If it's not that, I don't want
I'm not interested. Yes.
Yes. Feeding for each other all the time.
Absolutely. I love it. That's so special. Congratulations, really. That's so exciting.
Yes. I'm honored that my first sync placement was in that show.
Yeah. So, and congrats.
To many more. I know the first one's the hardest.
Yes, so. It absolutely is. Because now you can say, well, I was in Malcolm in the Middle, so.
Yes, I was.
So where are you going to put me next?
Just exactly. I got a whole catalog and like 13 more coming. So trust.
That's awesome. So you're gearing up to go on tour.
I am.
So what are some things you must have when you go on tour? Like, bring with you?
My homies. Okay. Stacy and Karina, I've been playing with them since 2022 or 2023. Okay. I love touring with like a femme or queer band. Sure. We take care of each other on the road. I have to have my film camera or something to document. Like, I really loved the Tour Diary series that we did last year. It just made it so fun, and it's always cool to look back on those memories.
Absolutely.
Fruit. Okay. Do not get scurvy on the road.
I was just gonna ask that. Yes. Is scurvy a concern?
Yes,
okay.
We snacked hard. Okay. Our hosts were so delightful and really made that tour what it was. Being able to like have breakfast with them and like sleep on a nice couch and not have to pay for a hotel was really awesome. And then again, we got to make the memories with them too.
Yeah, it's really special.
Yeah.
So when you tour, I guess, do you drive? You don't like fly? You don't have a bus?
We drove. R.I.P. Karina's car. She really took a hit.
Member of the team.
Yes. Like, love her down. We did drive because the last tour was also like a East Coast leg. Yeah. So we're doing that again this year. Yeah. I think we're going to try to rent a van. Okay. Just so she doesn't have to sacrifice her car and get all that mileage on it.
Lesson learned.
But yes, we drove. Yeah, it's just cool being in a tight and close space with the people you love for 6 days.
Bonding. Yeah. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. What's been your most memorable onstage experience so far?
There's so many.
Like Sad Girl Hours.
Yes, like Sad Girl Hours.
Like Sad Girl Hours, actually. That was my first show in New York. I was so
Was it really?
Yes, dude.
Oh, I would not have guessed that.
Oh, what a great venue to have your first show at.
Yeah. Yes, $3 bill. And we'll be back. Mm-hmm. But yeah, definitely that one was a great show just because the triumph of it all, of like my first show in New York. We also filmed something really cool that will be released at a later date there during the show, which was awesome.
I love that was actually a great show. I was just kidding. So I love
I'm glad that it was really a great show. I remember you filming there, actually.
Yeah,
we filmed during sound check.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's a little
No, that's a fun one. We're clearly big fans. So. Our event. Oh, her event, but yeah.
No, it was amazing.
It's our event.
Thank you.
I had a great time. It was a great first show in New York for sure. And the lineup was great. Y'all did an amazing job.
Yeah, that was a good lineup.
And I was honored.
Karina, right? No, it was Maddie.
Mega Gonfrey. And Maddie Moores.
Butter.
Yes.
I'm confusing myself.
No, then a Sad Girl.
There's just been
Really
so
Blonde was the one. There's been 3. Really Blonde was the one after that.
I would love to play with Really Blonde though.
She's so great.
Yeah.
We're moots.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, she's great. Yeah, she's excellent. No, I've been trying to get her on the pod too. I'm like, hi. She plays the theme song for my show. When you listen to this when it's done.
Okay, so
yeah, Hot Girls Always Win is the intro and the outro. Yeah.
I'm home. I'm in the right place. They do. I have to believe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love it. Who are your current collaborators?
My friends. Yeah, I feel like that's the way to do it for as long as you can. I've been working with a producer named Ronnie. Okay. Or Torna, but his producer name is Torna. His government name is Ronnie. Okay. But he did the production on Malachi the Uber driver. Mm-hmm. Loved working with him. My bandmates, again, like Karina, Stacy, hoping to do some co-writes and producing work for the two of them because they're also really great songwriters. Kwan Ong, Josh Black, and Hillary. Those are the current people that I am playing with live on May 20th.
Okay. How'd you meet them?
Actually, all but Josh I met at Northeastern. Hillary, Karina, and Stacy were all like band affiliated. I met Juan when I did acapella at Northeastern.
There you go.
Yes. And then Josh used to be an intern for QMA.
So how would you recommend people find collaborators then? Like going out and being part of the community?
Yes, go to house shows, go to your songwriting club, go to, especially if you're in college right now, like make use of the fact that you live in a walkable community and there are clubs at your disposal. Like go outside, leave your house. And then if you're not in college or you didn't take that route, DIY house shows, like look up the community of people who are just putting on the events that they want to see happen. Especially when I was in Boston, like the DJ parties like Deep Cut and The Less You Know the Better, or The Less You Know, and like all the like DJ duos and people who are putting stuff on. Like there's always stuff happening in your community if you know where to find it. And I'm such a creature of habit too. I definitely recommend like working with the same people over and over again if you like them. And then you never know what comes from that, like duos, collectives, putting on your own events.
How have you cultivated a fan base?
Good question. I mean, I love meeting people after shows. Like live shows are my bread and butter. Like, even though sometimes I can get a little anxious before I go on stage, I love connecting with people. Like, my goal is to really have like a thriving, like, busy in the sense that like people are meeting people because they met at like an Eph See show. Okay. That's kind of how I got into like the online communities of artists that I love, like especially like emo punk bands, like you know, meeting at shows in the line and then talking after the show and then connecting on Tumblr or like whatever sort of group chats and stuff, and then seeing each other at the next shows, and then you know, then you become buddies and you share your art and you go to their housewarming or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, build community.
Yeah, building community. Like, I really want my music to be a connector of people's. Like, yes, it's always great to be loved for what you do and to have people who resonate with what you do. And also I want people to find and create safe spaces with other people that they wouldn't have had otherwise.
Sure. Is there like a way you regularly communicate with them, or?
I do have like on Instagram like a broadcast channel.
Oh, sure. Yep.
The Eph See like fan club. That's kind of
so clever.
Writes itself. I would love for that to be more active. I also thought about making a Discord. Okay. I just don't know how to start a Discord. So if anyone has to know how to start a Discord.
Eph See up.
Yes, great. We'll chat. We'll chat offline. I'm in people's Discord.
Yeah. No, I am too.
Yeah, but I'd love to have an Eph See one, and also just see like if people are like sharing music that they love, or like fan art or anything like that. Like, it sounds a little conceited to say, but like, draw me.
It's not. It's not conceited to say.
God forbid we want to be loved, but
we have
celebrating other people's art.
Yes.
We had an artist named Wazon a little while ago, and people will film covers of his songs. They sent him fan art. Like, it's not impossible. Yeah,
my shit tattooed. Slap, like, if you really love me.
Like, if you're still watching me all these episodes after Waz, you guys are top tier. Big fans of you guys.
Cool as fuck.
Yeah. Okay, well, we are almost finished. I have 2 questions in a little game.
Ooh.
So the questions we always ask are, what advice do you have for artists trying to break through all the noise?
Oh, it kind of does harken back to what I said, which was create with your friends. Sure. I feel like it's still something that I'm working through myself, but I feel like it's really easy to like look at all the people that we view as successful and trying to like shoot ourselves up there, which is really hard and can lead to burnout. And we're wanting like the easy way out, especially in this kind of like attention economy. Like, we want the overnight success thing, but it's like a lot of those people that we see as overnight successes were in this
years,
for 10 years, 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Especially if you're independent, it takes a lot longer. But
when people say Chapel Road is an industry plant,
I'm like,
get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
Girl, she's been here for a minute.
Yeah. It took her 10 years to be an overnight success. Like, get out of here.
And I'm like, I'm gonna hit my 10 soon.
Yeah.
So watch out.
They say it takes an average of 10. So
yes. 2028.
Yeah, that's plenty of time.
Yeah. But yeah, I think creating with the people around you, and then you can grow together. I think that feels so much better. Like, you can look around at the people who were like down and out with you, or like that you learned with, and then by the time you reach, if you stick it out, by the time you inevitably reach that point, you have this community around you that like, 1, knows you and can keep you level-headed, and 2, it's just, I feel like it's so gratifying to rise with people that you started out with. Yeah. So I feel like that, and then love it. Try to infuse as much love and joy into every moment, because there's going to be a lot of no's. There's going to be rejection. There's going to be disappointment.
Yeah.
But, like, it's what separates the people who are really, like, know that this is their purpose versus the people who are just kind of looking for something quick. Like,
this is the long game.
It's the long game. Life is a journey, and it's also beautiful. Yeah, I feel like if this wasn't what I meant to do, I would have quit a long time ago.
Yeah, if something would have told me.
Yeah. But I love it. There's even in, like, the pitfalls, I somehow find reasons
because it gives you purpose.
Yeah. For sure.
Love that. Back to what you were saying about coming up together. I'm sure it exists in other industries as well, but it is particularly poignant in this one, where I do feel like you kind of get like almost like a class of people all on the same stage as you.
Yes.
And then you, as a class, start to trickle upwards.
The class of 2018, I guess, when I first started.
Yeah.
We're about to hit it. Even just the people that I went to college with, like Kai, for example, who's the producer on Pink, like we both got that sync win together. And Kai, like, is one of the most prolific, like, songwriters, producers, and mainly, like, mixing and mastering engineers. And he now does work for, like, Colors.
Oh, okay.
Which is that performance series where it's like a background. You've probably seen a lot of artists. I was gonna say, this is like
hitting somewhere back here.
Like the mic is hanging from the ceiling and it's like a specific color in the background. Yeah. K1 just did an episode.
Kneecap just a green. Yeah.
Everybody's done a Colors episode.
Yeah.
And he just like kept going. So I'm like, I'm looking around at the people that I started out with and I'm like, we're starting to get our wins.
It's starting to pay off. Yeah, I would agree. Last official question is, what is your music industry hot take?
I feel like I have one that's like not even really, it's very lukewarm.
It's okay, it still counts.
I think anyone who disagrees with me is wrong.
Alright.
Throw the AI away.
Yeah.
Throw the AI away.
Yep.
You're literally erasing the wrinkles in your brain, and you need to think about who does it benefit when you can't think for yourself.
Yeah.
Let's think critically, babes.
I saw a post online, because I write also, and so I saw a post online, it was like, in the age of Ozempic and AI, I'm going to be the last fat bitch you can write a sentence. Like, how do I put that on my forehead?
Hello?
Yeah.
That's so both are getting really bad.
Yeah.
My other music industry hot take, I guess, since it's infiltrating, put the GLP-1 down.
Unless you have, like, diabetes and you really, really need it.
Yes.
We're getting too skinny and we're removing the wrinkles in our brains.
Also think about who it benefits if you are frail and weak and dumb. Immunocompromised. Like, you know what I mean?
And osteoporosis.
Yeah.
Like, who does it benefit? Also, when you take away the pleasure of food. Or pleasure, period. The pleasure of food, the pleasure of creativity, the pleasure of loving your body as it
also
is.
the community of food, too.
Dude, food's fucking rocks. Are you kidding?
It is, but there's also so much culture in food.
Ozempic doesn't want you at the potluck. Oh my god. Imagine a world with no potlucks.
That is not a world that
Not a world I want to live in.
Right. So we are doing a quick little game. It's going to be on the screen.
Okay. So excited.
So, if you did not know about Eph See, they are a florist.
Oh my god! Oh, no! Don't let my job see that.
I just have to make it hard and do scientific names.
Damn.
Yeah, because like you should be so expected to know them.
Okay.
So most of them are flowers, some of them are not. I want to see if you can catch.
God.
Strelitzia reginae.
This sounds fake.
It's a bird of paradise. Sorry.
0 for 1. 0 for 1.
Digitalis purpurea.
That can't be
fake.
Real.
It's foxglove.
Girl, we haven't. No, actually.
Wait, what did you do for the ones that?
There's still scientific names, but it's like animals and plants and stuff.
Like J.K. Rowling did like made up stuff.
No. Okay. Bos taurus. Well, Taurus.
I'm gonna say it's fake.
It's a cow.
It's a cow. Yeah.
Musca domestica.
Real.
It's a housefly. So you do come across them before.
So getting fired at this.
How often do you use their names really?
Narcissus is real.
It is.
Daffodil.
Yeah. Daucus carota.
I feel like that's an...
It's a carrot, but it's not a flower. Yeah.
I mean, we have wild carrot, but it's like Queen Anne's lace, kind of.
Oh, really?
It's not an
animal. You know your flowers.
Helianthus annis.
That's a flower.
It is. It's a sunflower.
Yes.
Pavocristatus.
That doesn't sound like a flower.
He got it. Colcidae.
That sounds like a bug.
It is! Look at
you!
See? Tagetes.
Sounds like a philosophical term.
It's a marigold. My marigold! Viola tricolor.
Yeah, that sounds like a flower. Pansy. Allium, yes. It's chive, but...
It's garlic. Yeah.
Well, we have allium, like, sprouts.
It must be the structure of the...
guys.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah.
Botanics.
Yeah. I mean, I think the plants ones are tricky, because I could see how it...
That sounds like an animal. Domestica?
It's an apple.
Oh.
But no, not a flower.
Not a flower. I'm just going to start saying that.
That's the game.
Bellus perennis, that sounds like a flower.
It is. It's a daisy.
Peren.
All right, and last one.
It's an orchid.
It is. And as a thank you for coming on the show,
shut up.
We got you an orchid.
No
It just died. I just dropped it. But thank you so much.
Oh my God. You're so cute.
It needs 1 ice cube a week.
Yeah.
Oh, trust. She'll be showering with me too, because they like humidity.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Oh my God. You're so cute.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having. This was so fun.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I don't know if you probably don't repeat guests, but
no, next press cycle.
Press cycle.
I haven't repeated yet because you're episode 7.
And be like,
it'd be pretty lame if I was repeating guests at only 7.
Guess who's back on the couch?
Yeah, hopefully we'll have a proper studio by your next press cycle. Yeah. So that's on our goal. Where can everyone find you?
You can find me on all streaming platforms under the name Eph See, which is EPH space SEE. Mm-hmm. You can find me on Instagram at eph.see, and you can become a part of the FC before we get our Discord. On TikTok, same handle. On Twitter, even though I'm not really active, at EPH_SEE, because they don't allow periods for some reason.
I didn't know that.
And walking the streets of New York City. Come say hi. Literally,
what are your upcoming tour dates?
Okay. If you are hearing this the morning of May 20th, you should run, not walk, to Main Drag to see me, Talia, and Speedrun perform. And then for tour, it'll be June 1st is Philly, June 2nd is DC, June 4th, Baltimore, June 5th, Boston, and you can come to the album fundraiser show at Danny's Queer Bar on June 7th.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All of that's online.
It's all online.
Yep. All right. Well, that's that. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for coming. See you guys later. 'Cause hot girls always win. Thanks for listening to Emily Spins It, presented by the Indie Music Network and Not Dead Yet Media. This episode was produced by Heather de Armas and edited by me, Emily Mills. Our intro and outro music is Hot Girls Always Win by Really Blonde. If you've enjoyed the episode, please support the podcast by sharing, subscribing, and leaving a review. You can also follow the show on Instagram and YouTube at Emily Spins It. For more shows about breaking through the noise, head over to the Indie Music Network podcast. If you have questions or feedback, contact us at notdeadyetmedia.com/contact.